Welcome to the second episode of Minecraft Mysteries. Why don't you introduce yourself, Boons?
Hi, I'm Boons. This is Paper. You probably know us from the last episode when we talked about chainmail and emeralds, specifically armor and tools. So today we're going to be talking about the Farlands, or the infinite world in Minecraft.
Yes. So, I would like to say quite a bit of research on this topic. I timed it, and I was researching for exactly 16 minutes and 29 seconds. So, I put a lot of thought into this. So, the first thing I want to bring up is that Minecraft generates in chunks of 16 by 16 by 128 blocks. And every time you go a chunk further from the coordinates 0, 0, new chunks will start to override old chunks, and that's like why everything in the inland is like laggy and glitchy and such, because the coding gets worse and worse and less accurate over time. And in some Bedrock ports, such as Windows 10, it can just cut off and reveal bedrock and ocean biomes, and there's nothing really there.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be talking about the versions that just have the glitches, but there's still landscape present.
Okay.
You have anything you want to add?
Not necessarily, but I have a few theories on what the Farlands are.
I would like to hear your theories first before I dive into mine.
Alright, so it came to my attention one time, I don't know what from, but I just remember seeing it somewhere, that all the Farlands were somehow connected in different Minecraft worlds. Like when you load up a Minecraft world and you select it to be infinite, and you go to another Minecraft world and you load that up and you select it to be infinite, what if it's part of the same entire world? Because Minecraft technically has no quote-unquote end, not talking about in the sense of the actual end dimension, but just it's infinite. You can do anything and you can go anywhere. But generally speaking, nobody really has or probably can explore the entirety of Minecraft, because generally when you load up into a game, you stay near your spawn point. Either that or you go out adventuring for maybe 20 minutes just to find a place where you can, set a home or build something for shelter permanently. And nobody really goes out and starts building new homes and stuff like that, because they want to keep everything together and they don't want to lose their things. And it's better to have an entire spawn point where you have everything and you know where it's at, so you can come back to it. And the more you traverse around that area and the farther you travel out, you will get a general sense of the area around you. But nobody has really traveled that far. And even if you do travel that far into the Farlands, it's like you said, it's just going to be ocean, and you'd have to swim and swim and swim probably until you could find one bit of land. But I don't know about that theory. It's probably not true, but it's just something, to think about, because it could be a possibility, and that would be cool to think about. But it's weird to think about, because all Minecraft is just flat land, and it could stretch for an infinite amount of time, and it's just insane to think about. So what about you? What are your theories on the Farlands?
Well, that is my favorite theory, and I think it's funny because I, in a sense, believe in this theory, but Notch himself, I think on a Reddit post, it says, quote, "First of all, let me clarify some things about the quote-unquote infinite maps, colon. They're not infinite, but there's no hard limit either. It'll just get buggier and buggier the further out you are," end quote. So, I think he just means, yes, technically, if there was no bugs, you could go on forever, but there just is bugs, and there's going to be the end of it, and you can't go on forever.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, first of all, Notch doesn't own Minecraft anymore.
So you can't really say anything.
And also, I would like to think about the fact that if you could go past the Farlands and past the buggy parts, you could get closer and closer to another world, and it would get less and less buggy,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll get less buggy as you move into another 0-0, and that's why I like to think all maps are connected as well. Because if you get past the Farlands, it's like a barrier for the other seas.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I would think that makes sense. Like, the seas themselves are generally the most common, quote-unquote, barrier in your sense. So maybe the seas, when you go out really far into the Farlands, could be that barrier. And that makes sense. Like, the more you go out, the buggier it gets, but the more close you get to a point, and a point where you could like spawn into that general biome or area of land, it would get less buggier, while that barrier is the most buggiest, kind of, I guess. But around the barrier, it probably is not as buggy. Like, let's say you're at your spawn point and you're going out into the Farlands, it gets buggier, and then it'll start getting a little bit less buggier because that barrier is there. And then a little bit less buggier, maybe a little bit buggier, and that point where you spawned in. And that does make sense. And it's weird to think about, considering Minecraft is such a big game and you could travel on forever in whatever direction. I guarantee somebody has done it. But
actually, yeah, there was a series. It started in like 2011 or 12, and I'm not sure if he actually ever got there. But I saw there was over either 400 or 700 episodes. I can't remember which number. But there's a lot of episodes, and it's called Farlands or Bust. And he's just traveling to the Farlands in survival, and I still don't know if he's gotten there. And it's been like 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
But continue.
Okay. I mean, there's not really much I have to say about the Farlands, except it's a fantastic concept to think about, because the chances that you would get two Minecraft worlds that are connected, you would have to load in a lot of worlds just to like actually connect them, and it would just take a lot of time and effort, because they're all just like randomly generated, and who knows, like, what if somebody has a Minecraft world that's actually connected to your Minecraft world, and that's just like crazy to think about. I mean, it might not be true, but it just probably is the chances that you would get of course you gotta have your Diet Pepsi. The chances that you would get two Minecraft not realms, but worlds that are part of the same entire world, the chances are really low, considering how many randomly generated worlds you could possibly load into Minecraft. And then C generators, I don't know if that has it could affect it in any way. Maybe, but probably not. It was just, I don't know, it's fantastic to think about, but it would also be really difficult to actually confirm, considering there's so many biomes that stretch over like hundreds and hundreds of blocks. And I'm not sure about that theory, but it's definitely something that is probable, but I don't think it's ever going to be confirmed, or it's never going to be like debunked or anything like that. But I mean, do you have anything else to say about the Farlands in regards to that?
Yes. Once again, I think this theory is most likely not true, but it is amazing to think about. And I would say it's more likely in the past versions, like probably 1.8 and lower, because I remember watching videos about the Farlands back then, and they were so, like, crazy. It wasn't just glitches. It was, like, the terrain of everything was, like, insane, but it was so cool to see. And I just think, like, I'm not saying that that is contributing or debunking the theory, but as the updates go on, I think it becomes more and more probable to think about, because it's not just crazy landscapes, it's just glitches. And you can't really get past the crazy landscapes, we can get past the glitches. And I just think that if it is true in any sense, it would be in 1.8 or later on, still just in future updates.
Yeah.
And yeah, what are you gonna say?
What was I gonna say? Okay. I was thinking if the glitches were intentional or not, because, I mean, what if Minecraft isn't fully meant to be explored? And, I don't know, it's just something that's really crazy to think about, because it could be a possibility. Like, what if there are meant to be glitches so you don't go farther out into Minecraft? What if you're just supposed to stay in an area like everybody does? What if you're just supposed to stay in that area and your world and not go anywhere else? What if you find something that you're not supposed to do? But at the same time, it's probably just normal glitches, because Minecraft is such a big game, and that would make sense, considering games can get really laggy, because Minecraft is so big and there's so much in it, and a lot of coding and a lot of time has gone into making Minecraft, and so maybe a few bugs or glitches make sense, but it's Minecraft. Yeah. It's Minecraft. What if it could mean something more? And that would be cool to think about. And maybe there's just something that we haven't explored yet in Minecraft, and the Farlands and them being connected to the same worlds is just a really cool concept to think about. But I can't really say much on the matter, just because it's such a mysterious and vague topic. And I think it's one of the most vague that we could discuss, because there's not much evidence on it. Nobody has actually connected the worlds, but it's there. It's like a bug in everybody's ear. Like, this could be possible. Like, and it would be really fun to think about, and it'd be really fun to explore. But at the same time, you'd have to load in so many worlds. You have to go exploring for who knows how long. And you could go north, south, east, or west. And the chances of picking the right direction in both worlds are very slim to none. I can't say much on the matter. Like, if you have anything else to say, go for it.
I definitely do. So I was thinking, like you said earlier, Minecraft is such a big game, so I do excuse the few glitches and bugs here and there, but I think that if they wanted to, they could spend the time and like fix those bugs and glitches, because they're a big game, and like if they can take the time to have bees in the new update, they can take time to fix the Farlands. So I think this all could connect to a bigger meaning, and I think the reason for the Farlands, they could fix it, but they're choosing not to. I think they want to keep you in a certain area, because I don't know what the meaning of Minecraft is supposed to be, but I think it's supposed to be your world. And I don't think it wants you to go into other areas.
I mean, Minecraft is all about exploring, and like the hidden meaning. If anybody's watched Matt Pat's video on the meaning of the end credits, Minecraft is basically, you can create whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. And the purpose of your worlds is to make whatever you want, not to explore other people's worlds. It's to stay in your own, to actually create what you want to create whenever you want to. And it's almost like a philosophical meaning. Like, who knew Minecraft in this day and age? It's just, before, Minecraft was just a fun game, and you could just do whatever you want. Nobody actually wanted to like go through the end credits. Nobody wanted to do that. It just wants to beat the Ender Dragon. It's like this this momentous thing, and you feel so accomplished, but at the same time, what was the purpose of it? The purpose of doing that was to see the end credits. And I feel like now, in 2019, we're understanding Minecraft more than we ever did before, because we were so small, and we were so clueless about this game. We just wanted to build a house. We just wanted to kill animals, for the fun of it. We wanted to get a virtual pet dog that
we wanted to mine diamonds.
You wanted to mine diamonds, and just it was such a great time for like kids. And now that you actually play Minecraft, it's just so much more enjoyable, because you actually understand it and you can actually grasp this small hidden meaning in Minecraft that was there before, but now you start to connect everything, the things in the end and stuff like that, and the things that you are meant and not meant to understand with the conversation between these two, like, godlike entities in the end credits, it's crazy to think about because we never understood this. Now that we're older, now that we have access to the internet, such as Matt Pat's video, I'm not telling you guys to go watch it, I'm just saying this is, like, where I got this stuff. But all that stuff is just insane to think about. Like, you are meant to stay in your own world.
Yeah.
Your world is your world. Basically, it's like your life. You aren't meant to explore somebody else's life. You are supposed to create, enjoy, and explore your own.
Yeah.
And just stay in your own little confined space, which is your head and your mind and your imagination and your creativity, not anybody else's. And I feel like it's called My World for a reason. But you can create more, you can have more ideas, and you can have vast new infinite ideas whenever you want in Minecraft. But the point of your world is to stay in your world, and your creations are meant for that world, not anyone else's, not anything else. And I feel like that's partially the point of New Worlds and why it is called My World.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why there are glitches. You're not meant to go that far. Mm-hmm. It was not programmed to where you could explore the entire Minecraft world because there's no end to it. Exactly. It's just infinite. But Minecraft is simple. You stay where you spawn in. You make your own little house. You go on little adventures not that far away from your house so you know where it's at. You go fishing. You get a pet cat. You get a pet dog. You go tame a bit like a fox. You have your own little farm and things like that. You go slay the Ender Dragon. You go to the Nether and you explore there and you make potions. You go to the underwater temples and you like find buried treasure and things like that. You can play with people. You can play solo. Minecraft is a vast and infinite game, which I believe is why there are glitches. So you don't go that far out into this infinite realm. You know that it's infinite, but at the same time, do you really want to explore all of that?
No.
There's so much, and there's so much you can get, and that's why you need your own little base, and you can keep stuff in there. You'll lose track of everything if you want to keep exploring the infinite realm. There's no way you could survive that in like survival. You would have to go in creative, and like, who really plays in creative anymore?
It's 5-year-olds.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not much to say because the only times I've actually been to the end was in creative. Because I just wanted to see it because I thought it was cool.
Yeah, so when I first thought about it, I was like, wouldn't people enjoy Minecraft more if the seed was infinite and they could go wherever they want? Mm-hmm. But then the more I was thinking, like, you're right, like yeah, people want to upgrade and sometimes people want to maybe move their house to, like, a different landscape. But they want to keep their Minecraft house and their Minecraft little world, their Minecraft world inside their actual seed that they live in. They want to keep that generally where they are. And yeah, they want to expand on it, but I think the point of it is to confine you to where that is your main focus. And I think that is why people like Minecraft so much. Mm-hmm. Like, they stay in the same place, and no matter, you could have a range of 500 blocks, and you could still keep finding new things and new things. Like, exactly. Minecraft is so vast. I think it'd be too overwhelming for players to have an infinite world.
Yeah. I mean, it says it's an infinite world, but do you really explore that infinite world? No. It really does. But it's a cool thing to think about. It's very mysterious, which is exactly why it's on this podcast. But I can't really confirm that or unconfirm it. So, I mean, it'd be nice to have the glitches fixed at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't want them fixed because I want to stay in my own little area. I want to stay. Yeah. I want to mine diamonds. I want my area. Yeah. I don't want anybody else's. And
I agree.
Yeah. It's a fun thing to think about. And I honestly don't have much else to say except that Minecraft is Minecraft.
Minecraft is Minecraft.
And you can't question it.
You really can't.
Yeah.
And I think that this mystery can have its theories, but I don't think it ever can, or I don't think it ever should be solved. I think it should stay how it is.
Just stay a mystery.
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll have plenty more of those to come. So thank you guys for listening to our second podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and we went on for a nice 20 minutes. Hey.
Goodbye.
Bye.